everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. It's my weekly show where I show you what I got done this week and what I'm working on in the future. So this is my final On the Paint Table for 2016, and I am currently sitting at 501 miniatures painted. I took it easy, I'll be honest with you. I drank a lot of eggnog and played a lot of video games and hung out with my family, my parents. Played a lot of Exploding Kittens too, actually, and just sort of took it over the holidays while I was away. So I got 4 more miniatures painted. I was actually at 497 when I did my last video. I counted one wrong, and just kind of was a little bit more laid back. And you guys can check them out right now. It is some Red Republik miniatures for Pulp City, and those miniatures were for a Let's Play that you guys will see coming up very, very soon. Yeah, that's it. And then you can take a peek into what's coming up. So we have the Red Republik. From left to right, we have a Red Robot. This is one of Professor Hammer's creations. Professor Hammer with his rocket fists, he's the leader type. We have the Universal Soldat there with his hammer and sickle. I actually left off his little power cables, not because I meant to, but because I didn't know that's what they were. I thought they were Flash. And then over here we have the Siberian, a big Siberian tiger who's an infiltrator sniper guy, and whose tail I left off while I painted him because I, again, didn't know that was what that was. I had to put on later on. So these guys are all done up in sort of like a classic sort of Soviet military green and then bright sort of like rich red with lots of grays. I used some cool gamer grass, sort of half snow grass, like the melted snow grass, so snow around the base, and then some sort of dead grass tufts popping out of it, and then some dark brown basing, and that's really been it. They were just base coated with Painter's Touch brown spray paint, and then airbrushed with some Vallejo model color deep reds, and then all the details painted afterwards. So got a lot more Red Republic stuff I'm doing. I'm going to pick 2 more Supremes to get painted in the near future, and we'll have them done. And here's some upcoming bits and pieces for my Red Republic. I got to paint my Cyber Dogs. Yes, that's a Chihuahua with tank treads for legs. I get to paint, I believe his name is Turncoat. It's a random Supreme. It's like a double agent. He's definitely not the Winter Soldier. He's the late spring, early summer soldier. And then down here, I got to paint a Gunner Red Robot, which is one of the little creations from Professor Hammer. And these guys got built and painted. Baroque and Boletta, who are like a speedster and kind of an eldritch fighter guy. Prisoner 176, who's a little bit monkey weapon axe and is kind of amazing with spider arms. Mechved, who is a giant robo bear. Chernobog, who is kind of Thor. And then Snischinka, which is a ice witch. She's like a mage, magic-y type character. And that's the rest of my stuff for my Red Republic. So I'm going to try and work on this. I'm going to get all this built. I'm trying to get these guys painted in the upcoming week. So there you have the final On the Paint Table for this year. You get to see my full roundup of the year in general, which will include all of my painting projects next week as we kick off 2017. So for all of you out there, I hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve, a resounding fun evening, hopefully, or just a relaxed, composed evening, which is more like what mine's going to be probably, and that you guys have a wonderful 2017. 2016 was a great year, yeah, this was my last little sort of like dip of the toe into what I got painted, and you guys will see fresh new stuff, and we'll reset the clock, set some new resolutions, and talk about upcoming plans in 2017. So until then, I'm Ash. Happy gaming.